Good evening, YouTube. This is Dawn welcoming you back for another movie night review number 325 called Invaders. It is a horror short film. So let's get into the movie night review. Let's get into the movie night review right now. All right. This is the second time watching this one, and this also is a flashback. All right. So one of the flashbacks on Alter. But what I wanted to say is it is the goriest of them all. The ending is the only thing that I'm like considering saying a little bit about, only because it is what it is. But if there's so much blood going on, like all over, yes, okay. So it kind of starts off rough in the first place, and then with a couple mistakes and one sigh of relief about going into the act it's or the involvement itself. So yeah, it is one of the bloodiest. Just an FYI for your own missions and things like that. But the subject for tonight is called vulnerability. Now, vulnerability is a way for people to come in and out of a circled area that, there's admittance and entrance going on. All right. So, vulnerability is a way for ones that come up that don't get a chance to do things on the usual can get a chance to do it, because there's so many people that are hindered and weak and not admitting that they go into that area wrongfully, all right, or wrongly. So vulnerability has a way of seeking its own out and discovering and just kind of, it's like weeding it out, but excluding the ones that have been banging on it the most, only because we don't know what that is. Most people just kind of walk up and things happen. So on vulnerability, there is only a certain amount of people that recognize themselves or not. And when the thing starts to happen, it just happens the way it's supposed to. But most people would recognize that there is a guide and witnesses. Now, once the person understands and relates what the message is on one, they will only go up there one or no times at all to recognize themselves. And if they've passed all their exams, the one who doesn't do it the most is just losing a whole lot of substance in well, what would you call it? Inside substance. Almost like the blood, almost. All right, but a little more. But if there are people that are that out of it, people don't just walk up and take what it is that that person is. All right. So if you find yourself weary and out of it and out of control, don't worry that you have to stand there and wait for some person, some recluse, to not know himself the most, for things to move a certain direction or just move limiting movement, if at all, because vulnerability will unmask the character. It will recognize why people are weak and stoned to death when things are just out of control anyway. So be real with yourself. See yourself to the thing you want to do the most. Allow people to be the ones that they are around you, and you're more a winner for that. But vulnerability has its ways about it that it only just gauges itself. And boo hoo on the one who doesn't pay attention the most. I really hate to tell you.